What do you say, guys? Welcome back to another update. This will be like an update video of things that I've done on the side and such and such. So let's head over this way. And we'll start with this. I went to a shopping center the other day, and I came across this. Let's see if I can get some better light on that. Yeah, a little bit better. So I saw this, and I figured, well, I needed a new belt. I've had the same belt now for about 15 years or so, and I just couldn't pass this up because I'm an international guy, and for $29, I thought it was a pretty good price. And also, the actual belt part, I don't know if you can see that. Genuine leather made in Australia. Pretty cool, huh? So anyway, let's go over here. Take a walk with me. After I got done with the dragon palette, I just happened to take a look on top of this 20-foot container. Let's go up this ladder here. So I got done with the dragon palette about a month ago. And then I come up here. Let me get one more step up. Oh, kind of wobbly here. And I took a look at this roof and I saw, oh my gosh. So all these touched up sections, the aluminum paint there, that was all rust. So the roof was just about shot. And it almost had some holes. I would say one more winter, and there would have been holes in the roof of this thing, and then it would have been a whole different deal besides just wire brushing and cleaning and then touching up. But this aluminum paint they have down here is pretty damn good. I mean, it's really liquidy. I'll give you a little close up here. But it really soaks in. Yeah, look at that. It really soaks in. It puts a pretty good coat on there, especially if you do 2 or 3 coats. So there's that. And then I'll head back down the ladder. Oops. Almost dropped the damn camera. And then we'll come over here. So I was trucking around with the roof of that container for about the last month. And then I just got back to work on this load box. And I actually just finished. Whoops. Hang on a second, I can't see a thing. The sun's hitting me just wrong. Alright, that'll have to be the best angle so I can see something for you. But I just finished painting this one side on the right side of the ladder there. So I'm starting to get this thing to the point where I can look at it and be satisfied with it. If you look at a previous video, you'll see where the green strips were. Just like that. So that'll be my next section over there. But when I had this box built way back when, I had them put a ramp in this side of the box. So remember, I was in household for quite a while, and this box was on my green cab over. But that whole side there drops down into a ramp. If you take a close look there at the bottom, you can see the hinges. And there in the center, you can see the lock. So there's that. I'll take a walk around here. And you can see my next sections. I gotta paint up. So what I'll do is I'll just prep it one afternoon and then paint it the next afternoon because I'm using quick dry. So after about an hour or so, you can do another coat. So you can, if you have a good day, you can get 2 or 3 coats. And then it's good. But it's just to get it started, and then maybe in a year or so, I'll come back and hit it with some 400 grit, and then put some more paint on it. Just get started on it, and you can work from there. Now, I'll tell you a bit more about these 2 dollies I got. I got them both for a bargain. Because they both have, see if I can get a good angle down there. They both have wedge brakes. Even though it's a 70, I think this one's a 74. Because it was consolidated, they were building their own stuff. They probably just had some axles sitting around and figured, well, they're sitting there and we might as well use them. So that's how I got them for a good price. It was both of them for about $2,400, I think. Over 20 years ago I got them. But this one was probably the roughest. And if you take a close up here, you can see under the aluminum, I used that aluminum paint on these too. All that major chipping there is the old original paint. And from the 70s. So I tried to sand it out with some 80 grit, and it hardly touched it. But so this is what I've been working on it a little bit, the other side mostly, but this is what all of it looked like this. See right there how rough it is, and down there, yeah, come into focus pretty good. So the whole thing was rough like that, and so I figured, well, I'll try skimming it with a grinder, and that's what I did. So I've been experimenting, and you can see this side here come out pretty good. So I just tried to sculpt it a little bit, and it's much better than that other side. But so that's what I'm doing with this. Um, oh, look at that right there. I don't know if you can see that, but right there above my finger, it says 74. And I don't know if you can make that out. Where's my finger gone? But I don't know if you can make that out, but it says Strick. So it's a 1974 Strick. And, but they're rock solid dollies. I mean, geez, you could drop a boulder on them and nothing would happen to them. They're rock solid. And, see over there, they even had their initials cut into them. Consolidated Freightways. Now, for everybody that doesn't know, this was an awesome company. These are the people, the folks that invented and built Freightliner trucks. It's a shame they've disappeared. I mean, it would have been pretty awesome if they were still doing their thing. But, yeah, they invented Freightliner trucks. I guess what they did was build glider kits and then went out and ordered in a drivetrain and put it all together. So that's the latest side notes. So I'm going to do one of these videos once in a while. It's called Side Notes. And it's just like an update kind of thing. So last month I chipped away and saved the roof of that container. Started back on load box and started touching up this dolly a little bit. And what I'm doing is I'm knocking out these little side jobs before I get back to work on the tractor. Oh, let's say hi to, haven't said hi to Pico and Red in a while. Hey girls, come here. Come on, come and say hi. Yeah, come on, Pico. Can you see him there? Hiding in the corner. I think they're camera shy. They talk a lot more and such when I'm not holding this strange gadget pointed at them. But anyway, I'm getting these jobs done before I get back to work on the tractor. TD 100. So before I get back to work on the tractor, so that when I do that, I can just completely concentrate on the Viking International Thunder Truck 1. So that way, there's plenty to do on it. But that way, I won't be looking at all this other stuff and thinking, oh man, I got to get to that and I got to get to this. And I don't have time and such. And not time. And well, you know how it is. But, because if all that stuff isn't done, it'll just bug the shit out of me. So get that stuff done first, and then it'll be on the truck and tires and a little bit of paint, some decals. Let's see what else. I think I may need a little bit of engine work, but I hope not. I hope she's good to go. And then we can do our thing. You see the stripe on this side is so faded? That's because when it was parked for a while, the afternoon sun was beaming on this side every afternoon. And the UVs, this stripe looked just like the other side because I painted them both at the same time. Look at the difference. Yeah, the UVs are intense as all hell down here. So that's what the other side used to look like, and the UVs turned it into what you see now. Get back over there. See if they want to say hi one more time real quick. Hey, Red. At least you said something. Yeah, it's definitely the camera. Okay, guys. Adios, come drogos.